Hey guys, how are we getting on? So welcome back to the YouTube channel for episode number 3 of the improvement season. Today we're going to run through a pretty raw lower body session that we have. So this is my second training day of the week so far. But even to start off, this is just give a little bit of an update on me, which I completely forgot to do the last 2 videos in a row. So kind of starting of this improvement season itself, I started off at 73.7 kilos. As of this morning, I'm 82.7 kilos, so that's 9 kilos up overall. And this may seem a little bit fast in terms of the rate of gain, but also remember how depleted I was when I would have finished my dieting phase or my photo shoot prep. So the rate of gain has been really good. I'm still holding tight body composition, very happy with the physique as a whole. Food is really high at the moment, which is great, but I'm lucky in terms of digestion for me, and appetite is always going to be really, really high. So training day for me is 525 carb, 225 protein, and 65 fat, so 3,600 calories or so. And non-train day is going to be 425 carb, 225 protein, and 85 fat, so 3,350 calories or so. So fuel is high, performance is really, really good at the moment. It's probably the best it's ever been. And what I want to try and achieve in this phase is like actually just hitting loads. Let's speed this up a little bit. Hitting loads that I've actually never hit before. And yesterday even, hitting a 50 kilo incline press in my upper body session for 7 reps. I've never done that before. And some other leg presses, some other row variations. So I'm now like achieving like my peak all-time strength, which is exactly what I want to get from this improvement season itself. So like I said, let's keep it raw. I'll jump in little bits and bobs and give you some take-home points that you can put into your own training. But yeah, let's get after it. Okay, so exercise number 1 is going to be a hip extension, 45 degree. The reason I'm putting this in is after a little bit of knee issues at the moment. So I'm putting a lot more anterior, so front quad work in my program, but not as much posterior. So one thing we've swapped around is to put more posterior work, especially in the beginning, just to kind of balance out that asymmetry that I'm having now at the moment. Oh yeah. That's me. Fuck. 14. Okay, so we'll do one warm-up set here. Calves are something I think we talked about in the previous video. I think it was in the push video, where I'm training them 3 times a week. One is through this, the seated environment. The second is through the knee, when I'm sitting down, so the knee is at knee flexion, 90 degrees, so seated calf raise. And the third one is the one that you saw on the standing calf raise machine. So 3 different variations, probably about 9 working sets per week at the moment. These are a big lagging body part for me, so we prioritize them at the very beginning of the session. Okay. Fucking hell, +1. So lower body for me is definitely a lagging body part that I want to try and bring up, so we're prioritizing that. There's three main elements to lagging body parts for me and why they're lagging body part specifically. One of them is just not being accurate with your training, okay? So a lot of the time we're gonna see calf raises just like this, no control, no accuracy, just shifting the weight from A to B until the calf burns and we come out. The calf, the abs, the arms, the chest, muscle tissue needs to be worked the same way. So you'll see me really slow eccentrics, spend time in the lengthen range, spend time in the shorten range, really, really slow. So if they're lagging body part, just revert back and say, are we being 100% accurate? Can we be more accurate? And if we can, then that's going to yield much more growth and progression there as well. Do a little rest pause set on the last one. 25 seconds, going to try get 8 to 9 reps here. That's what I got last week. Fuck yeah. One. Oh, gone. Oh my God. Oh, that's a shocker. Fucking hell. There's not much that hurts more than calves, man. Oh my Lord. If you train them correctly, fucking hell. So this isn't one that's actually specifically programmed for me, but I've had a lot of trouble with my hips before, especially going into like a deep leg press. And the thought process when you ever get like a bit of a pinch in there is, oh, it's tight, I need to stretch it. But actually sometimes it's just actually just weak and it's giving you that response and feedback from the hip itself. So I've honestly found by doing these, I've been doing this for years anyway, but this specific exercise, getting more range of motion by leg press and also pain-free as well. So I'm definitely going to keep it in, just replicate it. It's hip extension. Hip flexion exercise. We've done hip extension, calf raises, and exercise 3 now is just going to be, I'm not going to go to absolute failure, but a good priming exercise to progress. Ooh, okay, so all 3 exercises today so far, all progressed, which is kind of how my training is going at the moment, especially with body weight coming up, so no complaints at all. Ooh. Oh, it's so funny getting, I knew you were smiling as well. Oh, it's so funny getting into this one. Exercise number 1, 2, God, what are we in now? 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me, is going to be adductor again, another really weak area of my body. I've always been so conscious of load, more load. I want to put a plate on there, a 5, a 10. But again, like with the calves we talked about, the execution just wasn't there, the accuracy wasn't there. Something you're going to see here is probably, it looks almost a little bit slow and a little bit almost too controlled. But for me, this is the best stimulus I can get for my adductors as a whole. And I always feel it the next day and in session itself. So 7 to beat here. Okay. come on, give me one. Oh, okay, this one. Oh my God. So a nice little tip you can use on this is micro loading. So it goes from 42 to 49.56. For me, that 42 to 49 is too big. So what I'm going to do here is move to 42, put this through here, and it'll be 44.5 kilos then to add. In case you make too big of a load jump, and then coming back to our main point for this is the accuracy and the execution. You lose that just to sacrifice and leverage your performance by moving more load. Oh, come on, give me this one. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I'll have to get you in for a video. This is JCC newest client, Seb Lee. It's going to come to the page very, very, very soon. We'll get him in for an episode one day. Maybe a push, maybe a pull, maybe a legs. So exercise number 5 now is going to be a leg extension. And you might be saying, God, you're not doing any bang for your buck exercise before. I've had a lot of, hence why I have the knee sleeves, knee issues over the last years, probably about close to 8 or 9 years. I have a lot of cartilage gone from my left knee, and putting these exercises in before my big compound leg press is allowing me to almost pre-exhaust my legs, which is frustrating for me because I have to do my leg press 7th exercise in the day, which I'm obviously fatigued for. But ever since I've done that and done all the posterior work, using Tiger Band before my session, wearing trousers to get heat into the joint, knee sleeves, injury free so far. So fingers crossed that continues. But today's leg extension, we have 3 working sets on here, a couple of warm-up sets, and then we'll just get into the top sets. Just again, feeling my knee a little bit, so I just like to go a little bit warmer, a couple more reps, and just drive as much load, drive as much blood and heat into that knee joint itself before we go for our heavy sets. Touch and go for me. I honestly just have to decide in the minute or the weekend. I would do that now. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh, that's feeling good. Come on, I won. Oh, fuck yeah, come on. Fuck me. So the second thing I want to touch on for weak body parts was volume. And I think that when we don't enjoy the progress, when we don't see the results in, let's say, my quads, I don't really want to train them as much because I'm not progressing as much. I'm not seeing the muscle come onto my physique. So we tend to leave volume quite low. If you think about it, if your arms are really good at responding, you don't need as much volume. That needs to be placed into your legs. So quad volume for me has gone from, I think, 5 working sets to about 10 or 11. So we've doubled my overall volume, which of course, with the intensity, with the accuracy, is going to provide the response that we're after. So point number two on bringing up lagging body parts, you got to have enough volume across the week. Oh, come on. Oh, one. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. Going to be a set and then a rest pause after that as well, just FYI. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh, holy smokes. So I lost, I would say that 16 repper wasn't as clean as I'd like it to be. It was good, well, it was okay, but I got 16 reps, could have been a little cleaner. And then I lost 1 on the rest pause after, but for the 2 loading sets before that, to lose a rep on a rest pause set, I'm not too bothered about. Just progressed everything else. Okay, leg extension now. Oh, and then into the big boy. Exercise number 6 now is going to be a seated leg curl. Just trying to load this up, a hard, heavy 8 to 10, and then a back off 10 to 15 is my first hamstring exercise today. We'll finish up with a lying leg curl, 1 exercise in hip flexion and 1 hip extension as well. Jesus, I don't even know if I can get my leg in there, honestly. I can't lift my leg up. That honestly feels like a rep. Honestly, my legs are so blown, man, fucking hell. This is not for the camera, I'm telling you now. A really good indication of quad growth, if you can barely get into the second notch after a while, you know you're growing. It's the best indication. Oh, yeah. Two. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, 1. Oh, fuck yeah. It's moments like this where you actually have to think, why am I even doing this? It's worth it though in the long run. Oh. Yeah. Oh. 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 Okay. Exercise number 7 of the day now is going to be leg press. And as I said before, like in the word itself, pre-exhaust, I actually do feel quite fatigued now. My legs are definitely fatigued now, but that's the point of it. And it's a strange concept to say, I'll have more plates on this, but maybe if I have 5 or 6 plates, I could have 8 or 9 plates. But if it keeps me injury free, I need to keep doing that. So albeit this sim, maybe it's not quote unquote optimal, if it keeps you training year round, it's definitely going to be more beneficial. Another thing I want to explain is the bands. So I get asked this all the time, why do you do the bands? So my knee pain happens Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, but there, and I can feel it a little bit. So in that stretched position is where the knee pain comes. So if I think of a leg press, when it comes down on me and I'm in that bottom position, it's the heaviest there, okay? Which is making my knee injury even worse. So by banding it now, when I'm in the bottom position, it's actually much lighter. When it gets to the top, when I press away the band, it becomes heavier. So to give you guys an understanding of how that looks, if you just jump into the side, Francis. Ooh. Getting into this is also a contraption in itself. So now, when I load this up, I know that it's really difficult here because the bands are so tight, but then as I'm coming down, it becomes a little bit easier and the weight drops off, okay? So I can load this much more, and as I press, it gets significantly harder. So my knee injury now, it's lighter where I'm at when I'm weakest, and it's heavier where I'm at my strongest. So it's a nice way of changing the resistance profile to match what I need for my knee needs, if that makes sense. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, more. Oh, one. Come on. Oh my God. Shaking after that, fuck me. The final thing that I want to touch on with growing weak body parts, and you'll have seen there, it's got to be intensity, it's got to be effort, it's got to be proximity to failure. You can't expect a muscle tissue to grow. If you go and train biceps and go until you can't go any longer and they grow, but your leg press, you leave 6 reps in the tank, you can't expect them to grow like your biceps do. You have to, God, I can barely even breathe. You have to bring that as close to proximity to failure as you can on all those muscle groups. You'll see my leg extension, my adductor, my calf raise, leg press, all of them are just no reps left in the tank. And if you can do that, match with the accuracy that we talked about earlier, and also the enough volume across the week, you guys report back to me in 6 months' time and show me those body parts. There's no doubt they will have grown. All of those 3 variables together that we touched on, enough volume, enough accuracy, and the most important element is that effort. It has to be intense. So load progression here, new baseline's being set. Last hard X set of the day. Everything into this one. Whew. Ah. Fucking one. Come on, you bastard. Oh, come on. Ever want to work on your cardio? Take a leg press to failure for 15 to 20 rep range. Unload the bloody plates after. Honestly, my heart rate is probably at about 170 at the moment. Good work though. Oh man. Rest day, absolutely earned and needed tomorrow. Okay guys, final working set. Sorry, let me turn this off. Okay guys, final exercise of the day. I think this is number 8 of a lying hamstring curl to work in hip extension this time. And battered, bruised, tired, exhausted, but you gotta just pull yourself together for 2 working sets, 60 seconds each. It's all you need, and we're out of here. Boom. 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 Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, bollocks. Oh my God. 1 out of 2, we're almost there. And also, saying to Francis earlier, apologies for any noises that I make in the bottom of my lifts. I know I make this kind of weird noise. Can't do anything about it. I'm not going to be able to change it. So you guys got to get used to it. Fuck. Oh, dude, come on. Oh, come on, 1. Oh. Oh. Okay guys, that is a wrap for leg day. Hopefully you guys took some value from this. We need to be accurate. We need to have enough volume equated across the week, and you have to bring effort, you have to bring intensity. And I can guarantee you with 100% certainty that your weak parts or your weak areas will inevitably grow. If you guys can please like this, if you guys can please drop a comment, definitely please subscribe to the page, share it in your stories, whatever it is, it helps the channel grow. So I really, really appreciate all of you. Any questions, as always, drop them below, and we'll see you in the next episode.